Hello, Cancer. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your November 2021 tarot reading. We are using the Golden Tarot by Kat Black this month, and I'm also going to bring in some cards from the Tarocco Soprafino. That's another reproduction deck by Il Meneghello. And finally, also a card from Divine Doors. I brought in this astrology chart as well, just to share with you that I did do an astrology reading for all the signs for the month of November, and so you might want to check that out. It's a lot of fun. You can take notes as you're going along, and also since I have the chart out, I just can't help but look at the sign of Cancer and just think a little bit about what's going on amongst everything. I'm just going to share Cancer, there's a lot of chaos in the world today, of course, and it's possible that in November we're going to see some more of it, which I talk about in the reading. But with Cancer, with your sun here or other planets here, I feel there's going to be an opportunity in November to find tremendous peace or make tremendous spiritual growth in the month of November. Mars and the Sun and Mercury also will all be in Scorpio, trining your sign, as well as, of course, we have Neptune in Pisces. So despite the D-square and all of that stuff going on, there's this beautiful water trine that will be occurring in the month of November for you. It's beautiful to see, and I think it suggests a wonderful opportunity for spiritual, I want to almost say like bliss, actually, just like attaining very high levels of spiritual bliss. All right, and so I wish that for you in your prayer life or your meditation. Those sorts of things can be very strong in the month of November. All right, this is for the sign of Cancer. We are doing a tarot reading for the sign of Cancer. Of course, I had shuffled quite a bit prior, so I think the cards are going to be ready fairly soon. This is for the sign of Cancer. What are the messages that we need to know for our Cancer friends? This is for the sign of Cancer. Well, 9 of Coins on the bottom of the deck. That's lovely to see. We'll just keep that in mind. For some of you, it could be some financial windfall or feeling very secure financially in the month of November. That would be beautiful. Okay, let's continue on. Now we have the moon coming in. Okay, so even better that we saw that 9 of Coins. So we have this actually lovely moon. We have the star, another major arcana coming in. We have the 9 of Wands. And the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins. I feel that some of you are having sort of a sensation about being concerned about whether or not there's going to be enough for everyone. So I'm picking that up, whether or not there is going to be enough for everyone. I feel this has to do with like budgeting and finances, and I feel like you've done a lot already. You've been thinking about this and planning ahead. I really think this relates to the holidays, I have to say. So for some of you, you might actually be thinking about how exactly am I going to make sure that everyone is taken care of or has enough for the holidays. And there's a little bit of worry coming through from this initially. Let's continue on. Let's pull a few more cards. The Seven of Wands and the Three of Coins. Well, I think, Cancer, this is something you've been struggling with or working on for a while. I feel it's kind of been like all year, or most of the year. Like you've been working on this, your budget or your finances pretty much all year. And it's like, okay, so now we're getting up to the holidays. And is there going to be enough for everyone? I do feel with this Three of Coins coming in, this is a very beautiful, positive card. It talks about financial growth. It talks about also, I want to say, the sense that things can be very beautiful and joyful for you over the holidays, even if you are having to scrimp a little bit. Okay, I think the pleasure and the joy is going to come from being together, and and even, okay, so this is a little going to sound a little odd, but even the concept of having to struggle all together, I feel that whoever these people are, I'm picking up a family kind of sort of sensation from this, but whoever these people are, I feel that just your being together is what brings joy into life. And now we have the Seven of Coins, which also suggests some concerns about finances or some uncertainty. The Hermit coming in. Now, this ties in directly with the astrology. The Lovers. Boy, we have a lot of major arcana in this reading. I feel that you have had to make choices. Um, it's like, am I going to buy this, or am I going to buy that, or who's going to get this and who's going to get that? Those kinds of concerns going on. I'm picking up the idea that you just want to make sure that everybody feels like they're treated fairly. I really feel strongly this reading is talking about, if there are concerns in the month of November, an advice card coming through, in addition to the astrology message, is the idea to take any concerns you have to prayer. Because I think that you will gain perspective there. You will gain perspective through prayer, meditation, any kind of spiritual type of connection or ritual, or service. Anything along those lines, I think, is going to bring perspective back and peace into life. Everything I feel, Cancer, that you're doing and you're thinking about really comes from this place of purity of heart, concern and love for people. We have the Five of Swords coming in. Five of Swords. And so that is suggesting to me kind of like, well, Michelle, you know what? Easier said than done. Easy for you to say. Just go into prayer, bring it to prayer, tap into your spirituality. I realize it's not that easy. Some folks, you know what? It's very tough not to be concerned about these things. I completely understand that, and I do feel that Spirit wants to reach out to you, though, is what I am picking up. We have the King of Wands coming in. This is for the sign of Cancer. For the sign of Cancer, the beautiful Four of Coins. Beautiful visually and also in terms of message. One more card for this row for the sign of Cancer. And it is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Let's pull a few more cards. The Three of Cups. This is the Nine of Wands. Let's go ahead and pick one more card, and then we'll dig into that Soprafino, into those two rows. And it is the Two of Wands. I have to say that overall, what I'm picking up is that really things are going to be okay in the financial department. That's what I'm picking up. There's some stability showing here with the Four of Coins. There's a lot of stability here. The cards are also suggesting that with all the planning that you've done, and if it's been budgeting or thinking ahead, you've also been manifesting while you were doing that. I mean, even if you didn't think of it as like a manifestation type of exercise, thinking about the future and how you want things to work out for yourself, especially in the financial department for this reading, is a form of manifestation, and that things are going to turn out beautifully. Everything is going to be okay. I'm seeing that I'm hearing taken provisions or made provisions. You've made provisions, and I'm seeing you taking charge of the situation. I feel there's going to be a lot of joy coming in for the month of November. I have to say, I'm seeing a lot of like relief, a lot of relief coming in, a lot of cooperation between people. And so I'm picking up this idea that, you know what, you're not going to have to do this by yourself. There are going to be others that are going to be there helping you along. It's going to be like a revelation of sorts when I think you get together with these people, and it's going to be like, my gosh, this is what it's all about. It's so wonderful being with these people and receiving all this help. I'm seeing a lot of joy coming in for November, and the Ten of Cups certainly doubles down on that concept. Okay, two more cards, please. Two more cards for my Cancer friends. Two more cards for my Cancer friends. This will be the final row from the Soprafino. It is the Ten of Swords. Okay, two tens. Oh my goodness. Okay. One after the other there. And the Seven of Swords. I feel that the Soprafino is saying that I think it's not going to be an easy time going through November. Let me say that initially. Okay, initially. I think the doubts and the concerns are going to be there. We saw that throughout the reading. We saw that. You know, I'm concerns about things and difficulties. And there may be some concern about how actually you're going to get through it all. I am sort of hearing this and sensing this, the idea of I just want this to be over. I'll be so glad when this is over, you know. But I think the interesting thing about this reading is I think it's going to turn out differently. I think it's going to be sort of like I'm so glad this is over, but that things turned out so much better than I had thought or anticipated. And so just to keep that in mind, I feel that people are really going to come through for you in the month of November and assist you, and that everything is going to turn out beautifully. All right, we are going to select one card one card for the sign of Cancer, destiny, and here is the message. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. Pass this card on. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we can certainly see that in these cards with the tens. And the idea I think that's coming through is just to kind of relax and let this whole thing play out, because I think in the end it is going to turn out just beautifully for you. Cancer, that's your reading for November 2021. Thank you so much for being here. As always, it's a pleasure and a privilege to read for you. And I want to say also a very special thanks for the likes, comments, things of those nature. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And thank you very much. Okay, see you next time.